Shay Invidiata is a real estate agent. She's coming to us from our studios in downtown Toronto. Shay, what's your reaction to this study by RBC?
Yeah, it was interesting to actually see the numbers that came out as high as they were. And although it'll be interesting to see over the next few months and over the year what actually transpires, the positive side is that transactions according to RE/MAX are still up. So we are heading for 2013, anticipating a strong market. And hopefully those will be Canadian buyers who are purchasing and not just the investors coming over into Toronto and Canada.
We know, of course, the federal government has tightened some of the rules in order to make sure that a bubble doesn't happen and that there's a cooling period that is going to occur across this country. What kind of advice, Shay, would you give to first-time home buyers nowadays?
Yeah, this is a very opportune time for first-time home buyers to be getting into the Canadian real estate market, into the Toronto market as we sit here today, where rates, even though they're now being readjusted, as we just heard, BMO is coming back up to just over 3%. Interest rates are still low, and that is buying leverage power to first-time home buyers. So it is an opportune time for them to get into the market while they can, because good news for people who already own, the value of your home is going to continue to go up.
All right, let's take a look at what first-time home buyers can actually get for their dollar. CTVnews.ca put together its monthly housing gallery, taking a look at what $500,000 gets you in different cities. We're going to start with Toronto. Tell us how far $500,000 goes in the city of Toronto.
Well, the closer to the downtown core, outside of some of the smaller affluent pockets in the city, you're looking at smaller lot sizes, smaller homes where you're going to be taking some work to renovate and gut the inside and make it to your liking. So a lot of these homes at $500,000, which is actually about the average price of a home right now in Toronto, is getting you a comfortable living, about a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, maybe a 1-bath, and it allows you to get your hands dirty and renovate and, create your dream home.
What about Calgary? We've got a shot of a home from that city listed at $479,000. How do homes in Calgary compare with others?
You know what? Calgary over the past few years has increased in value astronomically, considering over what we've seen in history. And so in some pockets it's actually quite comparable. You know, as you're showing there's a 3-bedroom for that $479,000 and it looks charming. But again, you're wanting to consider location is what continues to drive value. So if it's Calgary, if it's Toronto, if it's, Newfoundland, that's what you want to be looking at. So looking at the quality over the quantity.
Yeah, speaking of which, we've got a home in St. John's, and it looks to be a whole lot bigger than what we were just looking at from Calgary and Toronto. Is this a good example of what $500,000 can get you in St. John's?
That is a fabulous example of what $500,000 can get you. And again, it's that much bigger. You can already see that the lot size is considerably larger than, unfortunately, what you're looking at here in Toronto or, again, even in Calgary. Yeah,
or in Vancouver, for that matter. We want to show this property just outside of Regina in Saskatchewan, where you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck, too, if you are willing to live there. Lots of snow on the ground there, too. But look at that, 1,500-plus square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Looks like it's got a heck of a view as well.
Yes, and I'm sure that is upgraded through and through. And in Toronto for $500,000, you wouldn't see a fully upgraded home in Toronto at that price point. So again, it's choosing your location. And you know what? Maybe in Regina, in 10 years from now, that value would have been a great investment compared to Toronto or something.
Hindsight is 20/20, isn't it, Shay? Especially in real estate.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.